Story number 3, Small Town Cafe. In a quaint small town in southern Virginia, there is a cafe called 12 Stones Cafe that is owned by Jonah Cobb and his two triplet sisters, Sheila and Jessica. On Monday, February 5th, the triplets opened their brand new cafe at the young age of 21 years old. The cafe is very relaxing and cozy and offers a variety of beverages like lattes, macchiatos, chai tea lattes, London fog teas, cappuccinos, smoothies, americanos, mochas, hot chocolates, double lattes, etc. The cafe also serves many different pastries like turnovers, scones, donuts, brownies, cookies, danishes, muffins, etc. The beverages and pastries are slightly cheaper than average and are also made with entirely healthy ingredients rather than the conventional ingredients. The beverages are available in 3 different sizes: 400 milliliters, 600 milliliters, and 800 milliliters. The cafe uses metric units as a way of promoting the metric system. The friends of the triplets were the first customers to come in, and one dear friend, Peter, ordered an 800 milliliter chai tea latte with a cherry turnover, and then Peter sat down at one of the tables and he felt relaxed as he enjoyed his latte and turnover. He was impressed when he learned that the beverages and treats are all made using healthy ingredients, rather than the conventional ingredients, and that the average beverage is $3.49 and the average pastry is $3.99. The chai tea latte was prepared with brewed chai tea, milk, water, and sweetened with grade A very dark maple syrup. The cherry turnover was prepared with sprouted grain dough, crushed cherries, and real honey. The 800 milliliter chai tea latte was only $4.49, and the cherry turnover was only $3.99. The cafe is open Mondays through Saturdays from 7 a.m. through 9 p.m., with the exception of Wednesday nights, as the cafe closes at 6 p.m. on those nights, and the cafe is closed on Sundays. Jonah is in on Mondays through Fridays from 7 a.m. through 2 p.m. Sheila is in on Tuesdays through Saturdays from 7 a.m. through 2 p.m. And Jessica is in on Tuesdays through Saturdays from 2 p.m. through 9 p.m. The only exception to this are federal holidays and Wednesday nights. A lot of people in town left their brand new cafe due to their unique way of making beverages and pastries. When the cafe was opened, the cafe served red velvet flavored beverages and pastries for a limited time for Valentine's Day. The red velvet flavor was made by mixing crushed strawberries and cocoa powder together. The red velvet flavor was thought to be available until Saturday, March 2nd. The triplets also have their birthday on Valentine's Day as well. Then on Wednesday, February 14th, the triplets had their birthday party in the cafe that ran its course from 7 p.m. through 9 p.m. All their friends came and had a rad time at the party. The triplets celebrated becoming 22 years old, and they had an amazing 22nd birthday. Just 15 days later, on Thursday, February 29th, the cafe started a special Leap Day deal that people whose birthday is on Leap Day would get one free beverage and pastry on his or her birthday. All a Leapling would have to do is to show an authentic ID proving that it's his or her birthday, and then he or she would get the free beverage and treats. This was also the beginning of the free birthday deal. When a person's birthday came, he or she would have to show an authentic ID proving that it's his or her birthday, and then he or she would get the free birthday deal. In the non-leap years, the leaplings would have that awesome deal on March 1st, due to there being no leap day in the non-leap years. 12 Stones Cafe became an epic success. A lot of people in the small town, and even a couple of people from other neighboring towns, would come to the cafe to have a coffee, tea, or hot chocolate and a pastry. Then on Friday, March 8th, a friend named Stephanie came in and ordered a 600 milliliter hot chocolate and a brownie. And then she had a conversation with her friend Jayla and made a prayer request for her older sister because her older sister was deceived by the prosperity gospel line for a long time. Stephanie talked about how her older sister went off the deep end when she was warned about how the prosperity gospel is a dangerous false gospel that is going to split hell wide open. On Sunday, March 17th, Stephanie invited her older sister to her church. And then, in the service, Pastor Luke Rogers preached a sermon exposing the prosperity gospel, and then he mentioned how many of the prosperity gospel heretics own mansions, fancy cars, and private jets, and scammed people out of their money to buy those things. Pastor Rogers showed two videos in church to provide evidence that the prosperity gospel heretics are doing their deceptive antics that will most certainly not fly with Jesus Christ. The pastor preached about how the prosperity gospel is a massive insult to Jesus Christ since he did not live a luxurious lifestyle, but a simple lifestyle. After the church service, Stephanie's older sister came and thanked her for warning her about the prosperity gospel heresy, and also made a sincere apology for defending a false gospel for the past 3 years. On Wednesday, March 20th, the triplets went on a church trip with their church to go to the movie theaters to see a movie called The Ark and the Darkness. The alternative church trip was set to take place on the following nights for those who were unable to make it due to illness or other things. The triplets enjoyed watching the movie. Then on Wednesday, March 27th, the pastor planned a church trip to Columbus, Ohio that would run its course from Friday, April 5th through Tuesday, April 9th. People were able to go free of charge, and then on the morning of Friday, April 5th at 9 a.m., the whole congregation met at the church to take a train to Columbus, Ohio, and then rented a couple of cabins at a nearby campsite. Then at 10 p.m. on the same day, the train finally arrived to Columbus, Ohio, and then went into the cabins at the campsite that the pastor rented for the April 5th through 9th stay. Throughout the trip, the members of the congregation planned many fun games, had meaningful teachings, and sang theologically rich music that truly glorifies the Lord. Then on Monday, April 8th at 10 a.m., the pastor delivered a teaching where he exposed false Christian music, like the songs made by Hillsong, Bethel, Lauren Daigle, Toby Mac, etc. And he pointed out about how the majority of the so-called Christian songs are me-centered rather than Christ-centered, and then mentions that not everything that is labeled Christian is actually Christian. The worship songs that the congregation sang every morning during the trip were traditional hymns and other forms of theologically rich music, including music from Norton Hall Band, City of Light, Sovereign Grace music, Emu music, etc. Then, at the time that the solar eclipse started, everyone put their solar eclipse glasses on, and as they were beholding the solar eclipse, some of the people were hyped, some had tears of joy, and some were amazed. Everyone had a great time and then took a train back home to Southern Virginia on Tuesday, April 9th. On Thursday, April 11th, a friend named Kevin came into the cafe and ordered a 600 milliliter vanilla latte and an apple scone, and had a friendly conversation with his friend Jonah. They were talking about how awesome the trip was, and then talked about some cool things that took place when they were in college. The college that the triplets and their friends attended was a small conservative Christian college that taught young earth creationism as facts and was biblically sound. Then Kevin decided to apply for a job in the cafe. Then on Monday, April 15th, Kevin was hired by Jonah and became a barista. And Kevin now works with other friends. The triplets did an amazing job running the cafe, and several of their friends work in the cafe. And all of the workers of the cafe did an amazing job. People enjoyed 12 Stone's Cafe for the cozy cafe that it is, and a lot of people came for not only a beverage or a pastry, but also for the smiles of the triplets. Their friends who did not work in the cafe came to have a friendly conversation with one or two of the triplets. On Tuesday, April 23rd, Jessica and her boyfriend Colby decided to have a small date at 3 p.m. where Jessica had a 400 milliliter blueberry latte and a blueberry muffin, and Colby had an 800 milliliter green tea with honey and a blueberry oatmeal cookie. Jessica and Colby had a cozy date together and told hilarious jokes and talked about life stories, even the embarrassing ones. Then, several months later, on Monday, August 19th, the cafe began serving pumpkin-flavored beverages and pastries that would be available every year from the third Monday of August up until the Saturday before Christmas Eve. The pumpkin flavor was popular, like usual, every fall.